All Stop Sports. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Back with another video. We're going to talk some more boxing, but first and foremost, shout out to the LDBC. Now, earlier I was scrolling down my timeline and I was seeing all the videos of the breaking news. WBC heavyweight champ Deontay Wilder set to defend his title against Luis King Kong Ortiz from Cuba. After doing a little bit of research, I found this article from Boxing Scene. Shout out to them. I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the description. And we found our first roadblock. It says Stiverne hires Prince and Dubin will not allow Wilder Ortiz. I'm going to go ahead and read the article. It says, earlier today, BoxingScene.com's Keith Idec first reported that there are ongoing negotiations to finalize a fight between WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder, who is 38-0 with 37 KOs, and undefeated puncher Luis King Kong Ortiz, who's 27-0 with 23 KOs. The two sides are trying to lock the fight down for the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, more than likely for the date of November 4th. Promoter Lou DiBella, who works with Wilder, has placed the venue on hold for that date. A few months ago, Ortiz brought in Al Heyman as his advisor, and that set the stage for a future showdown with Wilder, who is also represented by Heyman. But there is one big problem in making that fight a reality. Wilder owes a mandatory defense to Bermane Stiverne, who's 25-2-1 with 21 KOs. Apparently, there are ongoing discussions between Heyman and Don King, Stiverne's promoter, to work out a step-aside agreement where Stiverne will receive a reasonable fee to allow Wilder Ortiz to go forward. BoxingScene.com has since been informed that Stiverne has hired the managerial team of James Prince and attorney Josh Dubin. Prince and Dubin are best known for their work with light heavyweight champion Andre Ward, Olympian Shakur Stevenson, and heavyweight Bryant Jennings. Based on what Boxing Scene was told, Stiverne and his management have not given King any permission to negotiate a step-aside fee, and further, they have zero interest in working out a step-aside agreement. Stiverne wants to fight Wilder next, and his handlers are ready to legally challenge the possibility of being stepped over for Ortiz. They plan to do everything possible pursuant to their boxer's mandatory status to ensure their fighter gets first crack at the WBC title. Man, the big issue in making Wilder vs. Stiverne is finding a television outlet willing to pay for it. Wilder won a clear-cut 12-round unanimous decision over Stiverne in January of 2015 to capture the title. He's made 5 defenses of the belt. Stiverne's handlers view the TV situation as their problem, not ours. Stiverne was scheduled to face Alexander Povetkin in a final WBC eliminator last December in Russia. The fight was canceled at the last minute after the WBC was advised that Povetkin had failed a pre-fight drug test. Back on February 26th, the WBC ordered the Wilder-Stiverne rematch. Stiverne has been out of the ring since November of 2015, when he got a decision victory over Derek Rossi. This is some bad news, man, because we do not want the Stiverne-Wilder rematch. There's no reason to see that. Wilder dominated that fight, and I feel like that if he fights Stiverne again, he will end his career. The match that we want to see would be Wilder versus Ortiz. If we can't get Parker to step in there with Wilder, and Joshua's tied up with Klitschko, and then Joshua's going to fight Pulev, then I would love to see Wilder get in there, handle his business with Ortiz, and put himself in position to be calling the shots in the heavyweight division. Even though Joshua has 2 belts, his mandatory is Luis Ortiz right now, and he's not speaking of him. Eddie Hearn did the interview already where he says if they don't take Klitschko, they're taking Pulev. And if they do get Klitschko afterwards, then they're taking Pulev after that. They don't speak of Wilder. So if Wilder can get King Kong on his resume, now we're talking. But let me know what y'all think. This is All Stop Sports. I'm out.